Well, the U.S. Congress has cleared the much anticipated India-U.S. fighter engine deal with no objection. Congress's nod now paves the way for the implementation of the deal between the U.S.-based General Electric and India's Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Earlier in June, when Indian Prime Minister Modi visited the United States, he signed the deal with President Biden. The deal would allow GE to produce engines for military aircraft on Indian soil. While India can manufacture jet domestically, it secured the technological know-how to make aircraft engines through the key deal. The country intends to produce more than 350 fighter jets for its Air Force and Navy over the next 2 decades. And according to U.S. officials, the deal is now cleared from the legislative end, and the administration can go ahead with the next steps. These steps are now expected to be discussed during President Biden's visit to India for the G20 summit in early September. The deal has been mentioned as being a landmark by both nations. It will mark a major high-technology cooperation between the oldest and largest democracies of the world. The defense deal includes unprecedented technology transfer, manufacturing of jet engines in India, and licensing agreements as well. Under the deal, GE's F414 engine are meant to power India's homegrown light combat aircraft Tejas Mk2. The engines will be manufactured in India with 80% technology transfer to HAL. The deal is significant as only a few nations now have the know-how to develop their own jet engines. These include the United States, Russia, the UK, and France. India is likely to get at least 11 major manufacturing technologies as part of the deal. All right, for more on this, we are now being joined by John Erath from Washington, D.C. He is a senior policy director for the Center for Arms Control and Non-Proliferation in Washington. John, welcome back to WION. Good to talk to you. Well, this seems like a landmark deal. Can you tell us in layman terms why this is so important, not only for India, but it's also to the U.S. interest as well?
As you said, this is what we call technically a good deal for both sides. This is going to support the aviation and metallurgical industries both in India and the United States, and it is setting the stage for further cooperation in manufacturing in general, not just defense manufacturing. So it's certainly in the interest of both sides to do something like this. The only surprise is that it wasn't done sooner.
Okay, and if we talk about it secured the technical know-how as well, and this is despite the fact that India can manufacture jets domestically. So why is that important?
It's important because this represents a higher level of technology than has been present in India in the past. The engines that are involved in the deal are those that are used in the FA-18, the Super Hornet, which is the most modern naval fighter aircraft that is currently operated by the U.S. and just a few other close allies of the U.S. So India is getting the technology to produce something that is at the highest level, that is considerably better than what it has had before. So it will be able then to develop indigenous products that are higher in quality than what India has previously had, and that are also more compatible with U.S. and NATO countries' equipment for cooperation and joint operations in the future.
All right, well, fascinating stuff. John Erath from Washington, D.C., Senior Policy Director for the Center for Arms Control and Non-Proliferation in Washington. Thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.